Hello, welcome back to my videos. This is day 5 of the Dear Julie and Kara Brandon Creations collab, 7 days of summer, and this is my day 5 entry. I decided to make a single signature journal, and once again I used every image that was given in the day 5 set, plus I added some on. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I added. I added some butterflies that I found online and printed, and I added some definitions from some old science encyclopedias that I had, and I added some recipes from an old recipe book that I found at the Goodwill. So those are the 3 things that I added. Other than that, everything is from Dear Julie and Kara Brandon Creations. And I also did use the Kara Brandon Creations May 28th Freebie Friday freebie. I used some of these images from here. I think I used that one and some of these from the bottom. So here is the book. So I started out, I used the collaged piece that was from Kara, and I attached it to, or mounted it to a file folder, and I used a piece of file folder also for the front label. I used a butterfly from the butterfly images, and I used this that I cut from Dear Julie's, one of her fussy cuts. Her entry for today was a lot of fussy cuts, and Kara's was the large collage. So when I say Dear Julie, I mean that's a fussy cut from hers, because that's what I'm going to say throughout the video probably. I made a library pocket out of a scrap from the paper of the science encyclopedia, and another scrap from the file folder. I made a library card, and that's a Dear Julie digital right there, and a Dear Julie digital here, and this came from the Kara Brandon, and the boysenberry came from the science encyclopedia, and the background was Dear Julie. I forgot to mention that I did print some of these digital pages offline from a free download from another creator, but I don't remember who it was. And I used a lot of blank pages, and I used just different textures of pages that I had in my stash. So here's the boysenberry from the science encyclopedia, mounted on the large watermelon image that was in the Dear Julie set for today. And I also used a few stickers. I didn't mention everything I used, did I? I also used a few stickers from a sticker book, the Antiquarian sticker book on Amazon. That's a Dear Julie image on some graph paper, freebie from online. Blackberry came from the science encyclopedia, but these blackberries came from Dear Julie. This is one of the recipes that I mentioned, fruit cobbler, and then I just took the Dear Julie fruit and put it on there for a little decoration. Another science encyclopedia definition, a little butterfly, Dear Julie image, mounted on a Dear Julie image. More graph paper. This is the Dear Julie watermelon and the Kara Brandon summer label. And then this is just a scrap from a previous day's project, and actually the pink is too. This is from the Kara Brandon freebie, and this is also another scrap from another day. I just keep all the scraps that I have left in a little basket, and then I can go back to them. So by the time I'm finished the 7 days, I don't have any scraps left. So even if I don't use the whole image in my project each day, I try to use at least a piece of the image. But today I used everything plus some. This is the same image that was the collage from the front, and I just love this. I don't know what it is about it. It's something about the colors and the combination of the patterns and the texture. But I have a feeling I'm going to be making something else with this paper. I love it. I love it. Very soon. Graph paper. Another scrap here. This is a scrap of the watermelon on top of a scrap from the other day. And then I used the Kara Brandon Memories label. And then guess what these are? These are all scraps out of my scrap basket as well, of just little papers that I had in my scrap basket. And I didn't even cut them or tear them down. I think I tore this pink one in half to make 2 sheets. But most of them were already that size, so it worked out pretty perfect. More of the papers. This came from the Cara Brandon freebie, and then this came from the Science Encyclopedia. A butterfly from the Butterfly Cuts, and Dear Julie Julie images. Another recipe with a little sticker on the bottom. Summer glazed pie. Sounds delicious. And then on the back of here, raisin pie, and I put some Dear Julie Julie grape images up there. Dear Julie Julie image here, and a butterfly here, a sticker. And then I used some more of that watermelon, the flower, and then this is a Cara Brandon freebie, and another scrap, and then Cara Brandon freebie, and another butterfly. And then that's the end. So I tried to just really focus on showcasing the images of the day, each day, and then I just added a few little extras just to pull it together and kind of just make it a little more fun. And that's just kind of my personality. I like bright, colorful things thrown in. So I threw the bright, colorful butterflies in just to kind of give it that little push. And I did distress almost everything with walnut stain, Tim Holtz Distress Ink walnut stain. That and Vintage Photo are my favorite. That's pretty much all I have. I have that in the Forest Moss. The Forest Moss I'm really loving too. That's a new one for me. It's really very light, and it's almost like Vintage Photo, but with a slight green tint, and I really do like that too. But that is my entry for today. And I'm going to be working on day 6 and day 7 so I can get caught up, because today is actually day 6 when I'm posting this. But I did finish it last night. And I'm going to work on day 6 and 7 because I am ready to start the Dear Julie Julie June challenge. And hopefully now that I've got my camera set up here, I'll actually be able to videotape some of my work. And that'll be a lot of fun. So I will see you later. Thank you for watching. Bye.